Well, hello there. So let me tell you something. The current rage in the dog food world is grain-free products. So, well, wait a minute. We have a special guest. Come over here. Hang on one sec, Nikki. So we have a person who used to work here probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago? 20 years ago. He's got less hair than I do, but he still looks good. Anyway, the current rage, as you know, many of you know, is grain-free dog and cat food. So I went to one of my vendors or manufacturers and said, I want a reasonably priced, that's the key, is a reasonably priced grain-free canned food. Because as you know, we have the 95% meats that are also grain-free, but that's not for every dog. Some dogs still like, just to have a regular old meal, but no grain-free. So what we did is we came up with 4 formulas that are absolutely grain-free, but they are, it's a regular, I'll read you some of the ingredients. The most popular, we have 2 really popular ones. One is a turkey and bacon. Here's the ingredients. Turkey broth, bacon, turkey liver, guar gum, which is what holds the product together, and then the vitamins and minerals. Poached salmon, salmon broth, whitefish, sweet potatoes. Check this out. Spinach, apples, then the guar gum, and then the vitamins and minerals. Okay, are you getting hungry yet? You ready? This is my favorite. Duck and sweet potato. Duck, water sufficient for processing. Sweet potatoes, cranberries, guar gum, then the vitamins and minerals. And last but not least, this is a really interesting one. This is roasted pork. So you have pork broth, pork liver, organic butternut squash, green beans, cranberries, guar gum, and your vitamins and minerals. The pork one is really interesting because most dogs have not had pork. So it'll be like a real treat to them because they've never had it before. But here's the beauty of these grain-frees. There's, again, this raging debate in the dog food community of whether grains are good or bad or whatever for dogs. Yours truly is not sold that grains are good grains are any worse for dogs than potatoes or tapioca or potatoes or whatever. That being said, some people still want this. So we've got these flavors, but here's the best part. The best part is if you go into most pet stores, a grain-free canned food is way over $2 a can, which in my way of thinking, once you're over $2 a can for a can of dog food, it's a lot of money. So the deal with Dave's is I went right to a manufacturer, so there's no distributor involved, because if you come to one of our stores, you can see we just buy it right from the manufacturer. So there's a distributor that's not involved, and there's another layer of I'll use the word brand that's not involved. So we knocked out 2 middlemen. So the prices for the Dave's are all below $2 a can, which to me is a reasonable amount of money for a yummy, grain-free canned food. So anyway, if your vet says to you, I want you on a grain-free, or if you go online and you read all the grain-free stuff, you can do it without going broke is the big deal. And this I'm really proud of. We got reviewed by a site, which is a very good site for you to go on. It's called dogfoodadvisor.com, and they review zillions of different dog foods. I believe the story is the guy who has the site lost his dog to, in the pet food recall, he was poisoned by the melamine. He's, I believe, a retired dentist. He got so angry he wanted to go on and review all these different foods. So he gave it a 4-star, highly recommended rating, which is very, very cool. So anyway, that's the deal with grain-free canned dog foods.